Johannes von Borries. I'm from UnternehmerTUM Venture Capital. So may I start to ask you a very personal question? Who of you is married? Okay, quite a lot. So why am I asking that? I'm also married. And when I started my company and I got a VC into my company, it felt like getting married or being married. Why is that? Well, 10 years ago, I started this company in the area of semiconductor equipment. I was very similar to you guys, pitching in front of VCs. I put a lot of energy into my business plan. I put a lot of energy into our first prototype, had a great story. So some of the VCs liked it, some not, but some liked it. So we went through the whole process of due diligence. There you already kind of felt some question marks about the markets maybe, but also we could see, does the VC really understand our markets? And then finally we found some investors that was a good fit to us. And then after the first board meeting, actually I realized, okay, I have money in the bank account, that's great. I have good investors on board, they have built up several companies, that's also great. But there are suddenly people sitting at the table at my company, at my baby, and since they own part of the company, they also want to decide important things about my company. So the story is, and by the way, very different to getting married, where a divorce is not nice, but can happen. Actually, in this case, it's very difficult that you divorce from your VC. So you're stuck together for the next maybe 5 to 10 years. So what's the message about it? As we as VCs look at the good fit of the startups, you also should definitely look at the good fit and how can you work with the VC, because you're bound together for the not for the rest of your life, but maybe for quite a long time. So why is UnternehmerTUM Venture Capital maybe a good partner to you? Well, first of all, we provide the money, but that does every VC. Second, our big unfair advantage is our large network. Why do we have such a large network? Well, UnternehmerTUM Venture Capital is a fully independent VC. We invest all over Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, but we can leverage on our UnternehmerTUM network. What is UnternehmerTUM? UnternehmerTUM is an organization of about 150 people here in Munich, and actually it's 150 people working to make startups successful. So it starts with education, it goes through incubation, acceleration. We even have a makerspace that's prototyping for hardware and software products. So all these people are helping startups to succeed. Second, we have 15,000 alumni. So 15,000 people over the last 10 years went through the whole program, and that's a great source, a talent pool we can draw on. And I think the third thing that really stands out, since we have this ecosystem of UnternehmerTUM, now all these corporate tech companies want to work with startups right now. They say, I need my startup here, I want to innovate. And we prepare this ecosystem, so we attract all these technical corporate players in Germany that work with us. So we have projects with Siemens, with BMW, with Festo, with Bosch, with SAP, with IBM, you name it. And since we as an investor in the portfolio companies can give you now access to all of these companies. So then the third thing, well, we provide the money. Where do we invest? We have a little bit different focus than, for example, Holzbrink, which I think it's more focused B2C. We are focused primarily on B2B, on B2B tech. So there are 3 areas. First area is all around industrial technologies. That's Industry 4.0, but it's also robotics, and it's also 3D printing. We have invested, for example, in Konox. You maybe know that. It's a sensor company that has sensors and predictive maintenance for the railway companies. The second part is B2B software. So it's SaaS software for companies, also including new technologies like artificial intelligence or virtual reality. And the third part is mobility and smart cities. Actually, UnternehmerTUM was just announced as the mobility hub in Germany. And we have, for example, invested in Flixbus and CarJump. So if you're looking at an to have contact with an experienced VC, tech experienced, and with a large network, I'm happy to talk to you.